Welcome to College Recruiter, where we believe that every student and recent grad deserves a great career. I'm Anna Peters, College Recruiter's content manager, and today I am joined by Marky Stein, who works as a consultant to Fortune 500 companies. She presents at colleges and universities around the country, and she's a best-selling author of career planning books. So she has all kinds of advice for students and recent grads. Marky, I'd like to say, is also a member of College Recruiter's panel of experts, a group of professionals around the country with top-notch advice for both job seekers and talent acquisition professionals. So I am very glad to have you today, Marky. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Anna.
Today, I wanted to pick Marky's brain about particularly negotiating salary and benefits. So students and grads who are in that position where they're maybe interviewing or perhaps just offered a job, here are some tips that we're about to offer. So Marky, let's get started. When offered a job, how should a recent grad evaluate the whole package? So salary and benefits together. What are some tips just right off the bat for negotiating that whole package?
Well, that's a great question, Anna. Sometimes you will know the range of salary for a position because it's listed in the job description, but very often you won't know. And what I really advocate is before going into any interview, that you do a bit of research on what the low and high range might be for salary for a person of your experience, possibly entry level, and in your geographic area. Now, there are 3 websites that I highly recommend. One is called onetonline.org. You can discover the national average wage, both in annual and hourly. You can find out your low and high for the state that you live in, and you can drill all the way down to the city that you're in and your zip code to find out the low and high end of the salary range. Another one of my favorites is called Glassdoor.com. On Glassdoor, you can actually sometimes find information about exactly what that company offers. But by far, my favorite is the collegerecruiter.com salary calculator because it takes all of these elements into consideration and it pulls from a number of different resources like the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the Department of Labor, the Occupational Outlook Handbook, and the types of resources that collegerecruiter.com puts together truly makes me trust what their report is on the low and high range of salary.
So do your research beforehand before you even go into the interview so you feel informed and ready.
Exactly. Now, you may not know what benefits are being offered, but I think a recent college grad could easily expect medical, dental, vision, and some kind of retirement or savings package that we call a 401k, or in a nonprofit, a 403b. Mm-hmm. Now, be careful with these benefits because sometimes an employer will say, we offer these benefits, but in fact, they're only offering you a group plan that you have to pay the full premium for. What you really want is for an employer to pay all or most of those benefits. Now,
so at what point can if you're offered a job, and this is kind of a segue into my next question around red flags, like what would be a cautionary flag for someone who is offered a job that an employer is not really offering a competitive package? At what point can you ask for all this information?
If it's under market salary and you know the company wants you, you can open up a salary negotiation by saying, my research shows me that your offer is somewhat under market salary. What can we do to bridge that gap? Mm-hmm. And then they might have a comment about salary and offer you something higher, or you could negotiate for a number of benefits and perks that could go up to 20 different things that you could be looking for.
So then it makes me think another way to prepare before you get that job offer is to think, what would I really like? Like what can I bargain for? You know, if you want to work from home one day a week, maybe that's your bargaining chip.
Right. Telecommuting is a very popular way to be able to work from home or from a Starbucks, anywhere where there's an interconnection and a phone. Sometimes we can get creative and ask for example, a 4-day work week of 10-hour days and 3 days off.
Mm-hmm.
Since the federal law is that a 32-hour work week is considered full-time and eligible for benefits, you might even ask for a 32-hour work week. Any student, all students I have given this advice to, many of them have actually gotten those benefits.
Great. Let's do one more question for today, and then we can follow up with another conversation around a similar topic. All these tech companies, the jobs that we all want, right? At Google, at Apple, we hear about their amazing perks, the shuttle, the pool table, who knows what else. They have all these amazing perks. So what is a more realistic, when we talk about perks for an entry-level job or entry-level job seeker, what is a picture they should really have in mind if they don't get that job at, Apple?
Right. You may have heard about things at Apple, like having a laundry service on site, having a dry cleaner, have banking services, travel agencies, nap rooms, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, snacks 24/7.
What a dream.
That's paid at a very high price. Those companies like eBay and Facebook and LinkedIn and Apple and Google are expecting you to work a 70 to even 100-hour week, Anna. Mm-hmm. So think about going for something more reasonable, like medical, dental, vision, and 401k benefits, something like perhaps a sign-on bonus of $1,000 to $10,000 when you get hired.
Good.
Perhaps you can negotiate for a salary review within 30 to 60 days if you think you'd like your salary to be higher. Perhaps you could negotiate for a company car or for reimbursement for mileage.
Yes.
But expecting them to feed you and clothe you is probably not a realistic expectation.
Not for the rest of us, right?
Right.
Great. Well, I think for today we'll leave it at that, but we will come back and we'll keep the conversation going. Thank you, Marky, for all your advice. It's very, very helpful, very insightful. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Anna.